10 subtle signs you're over him and you're ready to move on. Breakups are painful and freeing all at the same time. You feel like a huge part of your life is missing, but you're also happy it happened. The thing is that when you break up with someone you truly loved, it takes a long time to actually move on and start a new life. For so long, you and your friends have noticed signs that you're not over your past relationship. However, somehow things have started shifting. Something within you is changing and you're not really sure what it is yet. Are you actually over your breakup? Are you ready to move on? Can you see any of these subtle signs that you're over him? If yes, then girl, it's time to live your life to the fullest. Before we go to the video for more similar content, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any further videos. Number 1, you don't feel the need to check your socials. It's sometimes sad how easy it is to look up someone's social media accounts and how easily they take us back to those painful memories. If you really don't feel the need to check his social media accounts, then you're one step closer to recovering from your breakup. You don't feel the need to check up on him, see how he's doing, or stalk him to see if he has someone new in his life. You're occupied with your own life enough to simply forget to check, or even when you want to, you are able to hold yourself back. Number 2, you don't want him to text you anymore. When texting your ex was a habit, learning to live without that can be hard, especially when every single notification makes you jump towards your phone in the hope that it's him. Now, you don't even feel that excitement anymore and you genuinely don't want him to text you. You want to move on, and even if you weren't aware of it before, this is a clear sign you already are. Getting text from him would just mean that the story still isn't over, and this is exhausting. Number 3, songs don't remind you of him anymore. If there was a sad song on the radio or one you heard in a bar or cafe where they were singing about ex-lovers, it would always hurt. It doesn't anymore. You can listen to music without always having him on your mind. You might not even realize this, but pay attention and you'll see how much you've stopped using music as a way to remember him in your past relationship. This is such a good sign that you're moving on because it's subconscious. The next time you hear a sad song playing on the radio, ask yourself if it reminds you of him. If it doesn't right away, then you're over him. Number 4, you've stopped asking people about him. We are all guilty of asking mutual friends about our ex. It's not even a secret anymore. We ask people about them because it makes us feel safe. It makes us feel like we're still a part of their life. Unfortunately, when you always ask others about your ex, the fact that you're not over them is quite obvious. So ask yourself when the last time was that you asked someone about him. Has it been a while? Did you not even realize that you had stopped asking? You are moving on, my dear, and it's a beautiful thing. Number 5, you don't think about him as often as you did. When you first broke up with your ex, you couldn't stop yourself from thinking about him. You would go back to your relationship to think about all the things you could have done better. It even got to the point where you thought that you shouldn't have broken up. Nowadays, you don't think about him as much. You even catch yourself going days without having him on your mind. It really is refreshing. Number 6, you're rational about your breakup. Being rational about your breakup is a very subtle sign that you have moved on from him. How? You've stopped thinking that you were responsible or that he was responsible. You look at things rationally now and you're able to see that both of you were at fault. When you look back on your relationship right now, you know that it was doomed to fail, so why dwell on it? Number 7, you don't go to places just to accidentally bump into him. This is another thing we're all guilty of. I'm not proud to admit that I also used to frequent the cafes and bars I knew my ex went to. So if you've stopped visiting those places where you knew you'd bump into him, then you are one step closer to getting over him. You went there to show him what he was missing and to check if he was still hanging out with the same people. You'd also go there to see if he was going out with a new girl. There is no need for that anymore, and you feel alive again. Number 8, you are focusing on yourself. Little by little, you've started focusing on yourself more. You are picking up new hobbies, you're going out with your friends again, and you are doing things to make yourself happy. This isn't really a subtle sign you're over him, but rather a big one. You should be proud of yourself for getting this far. Number 9, falling in love doesn't seem scary anymore. You were so scared to fall in love again because you felt like love was just a social construct. You may have thoughts that love didn't exist, or if it does, that it's too painful to fall in love again. However, here you are months after your breakup considering falling in love again. You can feel yourself falling for someone new, and even if you aren't, you still don't think that love is as scary as you thought it was. This happens gradually, and you might not even be able to pinpoint when you started thinking of love as a possibility again. However, it's a good sign you're considering love again because it means you're getting over your ex. Number 10, you're not angry at him anymore. The greatest sign you're over your ex is when you want the best for him. You are not angry anymore and you can see clearly. You've stopped being petty and feeling like you want to get back at him for hurting you. No, this experience has made you more mature and you are thankful that it happened. You know that the right one will come one day and that you will find the love of your life when you least expect it. You know this because you know that you're over your ex and you're ready to move on.